During a devastating war in the early 20th century, Elena, a nurse stationed at a remote military hospital, and Lucas, a soldier fighting on the front lines, fall deeply in love. They meet briefly during Lucas's recovery after being injured, but the war soon pulls them apart. Before Lucas returns to the battlefield, they vow to keep their love alive through letters. Despite the chaos of war, they write to each other religiously, pouring their hearts into each page. Unbeknownst to them, the military mail system begins to fail due to the overwhelming volume of correspondence and worsening conditions. The letters they send become lost in transit, trapped in the logistical nightmare of war. Months turn into years, and each grows despondent, believing the other has either moved on or, worse, died in the conflict. The war eventually ends, but the letters remain undelivered. Years later, Elena, now a widowed mother, returns to the war-torn village where they first met to serve as a nurse once more. Meanwhile, Lucas, who has since moved to a distant town, lives a solitary life, having never fully recovered from losing Elena. One day, Elena stumbles upon an old post office being refurbished, and in the dusty remnants of the building she finds a box of undelivered letters. Recognizing her handwriting and Lucas's, she realizes that their letters have been waiting here forgotten. Elena reads through them, reliving their love, the promises they made, and the life they imagined together. With her heart reignited, she decides to track Lucas down, but she discovers that he has been living in a small, secluded cabin by the sea. She writes one last letter and leaves it with a local postman, who knows Lucas well. Lucas receives the letter and is shocked to see Elena's handwriting. He immediately reads it and, with trembling hands, goes through the box of old letters that were finally delivered to him. Overwhelmed with emotion, he reads them all, realizing that Elena never stopped loving him. Lucas, rejuvenated by the discovery, rushes to find Elena. He arrives at her doorstep, and when she opens the door, they embrace, realizing that despite the years and the distance, their love never truly died. They spend the next few days reading through the letters together, healing the wounds of time and rekindling the love they thought was lost forever. The story ends with Elena and Lucas sitting on a bench overlooking the sea, holding hands, their hearts full as they read the final letter that closes their chapter of separation and opens a new chapter of togetherness.